Hey guys, Sarge here. I want to come and talk to you guys real quick in regards to the Smith & Wesson Easy Shield recall. I'm going to post kind of a blurb in regards to what Smith & Wesson has put out for the recall, the reason as to why. From my understanding, what had happened, there were a couple reports of where the individual would load a round into the firearm. The firearm would go off due to an issue with the safety, or due to the issue with the sear and the disconnector. Then this would happen as well on, if it didn't happen, when you first load the round in, it would happen on the loading of the second round in the firing process. So if you shoot one round, as soon as that chamber would pick up the second round and the slide would completely shut, it would just go off without the trigger being pulled. At least that's how I kind of understand what was written. Now, this is going to fuel a lot of the people who are going to say things like, well, this is why you shouldn't carry the round in the chamber. Okay, no, all right, because for this to happen, to my understanding, the grip safety still had to be depressed. So there's kind of the thing with that. But something I want you guys to think about, Glock has been making guns, striker fire guns without manual safeties for a very long time, and we don't see that issue taking place, as well as other brands like H&K, and I think Walther even makes one, but I'm not a huge Walther fan, okay? But so they're out there, all right? Don't look at this one issue. Also look at the other M&P lineup, Smith & Wesson Shield, the normal one, and their whole M&P full-size compact, whatever, their 2.0 series. All of them have been phenomenal, no issues at all. I personally have the 9mm and the 45 shields, carried them a lot, shot them a lot, never had an issue. Here's my kind of thought for you guys. As we all remember, I think the XDS even had a similar issue with this, and it was in relation to their grip safety, right? Do you think that the more these companies try to make their pistols safe, right, are actually doing the opposite? And do you think the more we make our guns look like XDs, the more they're going to suck? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Does this kind of make you guys worry about the real quality control that's going on with Smith & Wesson? Does this make you kind of hesitant about getting any of their products? Or are you able to maybe just kind of see that this is a one issue with this one product and it doesn't really affect the whole lineup? Let me know down in the comments. This is something for me, guys, that it was kind of a gimmicky pistol in my mind anyway. It was never one that I seriously took. I know everyone says it's easier to rack or whatever, but I've done a lot of training with individuals who do have really bad arthritis or they have other physical limitations, and there are other ways to rack pistols and there are other options out there, okay? I don't, recommend revolvers for every single person out there, okay? But I think revolvers are great choices for some. It does fit the bill for some. And at the end of the day, having a gun is having a gun. But I've had a lot of individuals with different, like the Glock 19 or some of the other options out there, being able to rack the slide. And with the Shield EZ9, I don't think it was that big of a deal to make it, its whole pistol and market it around it. But the Shield 9mm slide, is on the subcompact side, for some reason, just a little bit more difficult whenever you first get it to rack the slide and things like that. But once you learn, a proper method of how to do it, it's really not that big of a deal. So I don't really see a point in that. Grip safeties. Do you think, as you guys know, right, I have a 1911 should have grip safeties, right? Do you think that these polymer frame striker fire pistols, do they need to have a grip safety? Is that something that you guys want to see more on pistols coming out, or is that something that you kind of don't understand why they did it, and it just doesn't really make a lot of sense, right? So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. This shoulder rig, as you can see right here, I gotta tighten it up some. I just got it in from Craft Holsters. I had done another review on one of their inside the waistband options for the Beretta 92. You can find that video here, guys. But with this holster, my idea with it, what I'm going to be doing If you guys are in an area where you can even wear like a lighter jacket, if you're in a situation where maybe you drive a vehicle a lot, so such as like Uber drivers, or maybe you're doing a long drive to work, right? Like an hour, hour and a half, something to that effect, I think this is a really good option. Also, where I think the shoulder holster kind of works at is home defense. In the middle of the night, if something, is kind of weird and you want to go check it out, regardless of what else you're wearing, you can throw a shoulder rig on without having to have anything else, and now you get a full-size pistol and 2 additional magazines. It's pretty cool. Takes up no hand space, nothing else. So, different things I'm looking at, guys. This is only my second day with it, so we'll kind of see the long scale review of how well did it hold up, but I've never had an issue with any of the craft holsters, and just from breaking it in yesterday, it is just like top tier holster companies out there, so you guys really should check them out. But we'll see how well this one does. I need to kind of tighten it up some. Also, guys, do you think that Die Hard is a Christmas movie? I absolutely do. Some disagree. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think. As always, guys, I appreciate you watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more. Sarge out.